will hear from our first speaker, James Turner. Jim is the board chair of Citizens for Health, a national organization with thousands of members. A principal in the legal firm Swanken and Turner, he represents businesses as well as individuals and consumer groups in a wide variety of regulatory matters concerning food, drug, health, environmental, and product safety matters. Mr. Turner has served as special counsel to the Senate Select Committee on Food, Nutrition, and Health, and to the Senate Government Operations Subcommittee on Government Research. He's been involved with many actions and suits against the FDA, and I'm proud to say is a board member of EON. So Jim will discuss the FDA Citizen Petition status now that we filed through FFAN. Are you there, Jim?
I'm here.
Okay.
Yes, I want to just underscore for a few minutes the concept of the citizen petition that has been filed on behalf of FANs. The idea that is involved here is basically facing in two directions. One is to put before the FDA, the agency responsible for writing food standards, including the quality and safety standards, the details of the situation as we know them to be affecting the food supply from Fukushima. The idea is to create a reservoir of knowledge that's available for anyone. The petition and its supporting documents can be accessed by anyone who wants to. We send people there who are interested in knowing more about the issue and to bring to the attention of the FDA the facts that are going on about the tragedy as it unfolds. For example, all of these regulatory actions that are being taken in China and Taiwan and so forth can be filed as a part of this petition to the FDA. It is a way of creating a kind of a library or kind of as I said, a reservoir of knowledge that people can draw on who are at any point in developing an interest in this issue. The person who's just the first time hearing about it could be sent here to learn, or people who are really involved in all of its details can look at this record and see how the issue is unfolding. But it has the extra advantage of creating an actual legal force. The FDA is required to answer the petition by law. It is a fact that FDA does not answer any of these petitions, or they just answer them in perfunctory manners. They say that they're supposed to tell us at 6 months and a year, and they say, well, we're really, really busy with other things, so we haven't had a chance to get to your matter, but we will. But it does create an official formal record before the government that will require them to respond in some way. And that means a lot of interests and activities that are going on by activist groups and other concerned citizens that can be filed in this petition actually become part of the unfolding decision-making. Some of these petitions that are filed at FDA in this manner last for a long time, but eventually they see the light of day on the legal forum, and an event can take place with possible legal action or Congress taking the interest or the press. That's the facing toward the decision makers with this petition. The other side of it is that it gives an opportunity for anybody in the public who is interested to file a comment with the FDA in support of the petition. The more of these comments that get filed, the more the pressure is on the FDA to recognize it as a serious issue. And indeed, we did take some trips up to Capitol Hill and mentioned the existence of the petition, and that was one of the things that we were able to get some attention, not necessarily activist attention from legislators, but at least rhetorical attention. Tell us more, call us on our phone number, let us know what's happening. The point on all these issues that exist, of which this is a major one, and in some ways maybe the most important in identifying threats to the food supply, The important point here is that by and large, people do not know that they're going on. They're left out of the media. They're not focused on by Congress. The regulators shy away from them. And the idea here is to create a place where there is a constant pressure on the regulatory process and on the decision-making process that it keeps building, like drop by drop. And as the issue becomes more and more difficult to be handled by the people who are in power, the more they look for, and not only them, but the rest of society, looks for something to do about this issue. Presumably, if we do this petition process correctly, as we have been doing so far, the ideas for how to address the problem itself will actually be codified in the petition at the FDA. And the way I've seen these issues work over the last 45 or so years that I've been working on them in Washington, they'll be very quiet for a long time, and then all of a sudden, one day, an issue will break out and something will have to be done. And at that point, on this issue, we intend for what's in the regulatory file to become the basis of legal action, perhaps legislative action by Congress, certainly investigations, and also a reservoir of information for the media to look at. So what we're looking for from the petition side of things is to build up more and more knowledge in that petition record and to draw more and more attention to it from decision makers, the media, and the public in general. That's the petition strategy, which is a part of a much larger strategy to deal with the whole issue of Fukushima that FFAN has been working with closely, and we're hoping and anxious and happy to support. Citizens for Health sends out periodic notices in this petition, and we will continue to keep doing that through our national membership. And thank you, and I won't be able to stay on much longer, but Mary Beth and Kim can both answer questions about the petitions very well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jim. Appreciate the time that you spared for this today.
Well, thank you for inviting me.